What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to talk about narcissistic sexual predators. I don't think this is a topic I have touched on before, but it's some things that I kind of want to point out, signs that you're probably dealing with a sexual narcissist. When no matter what you're talking about, the conversation always goes back to your physical appearance and how you can please them by the way you look or certain things that they point out to you. So a narcissistic sexual predator is somebody who specifically, they're very high natured narcissists. And it's just like no matter what the day is, they have to, you know, take it there, no matter what. It's just never a time where they can go a while without it. And if they're going a while without it with you, that doesn't mean that they're not getting it. So narcissists who are very highly sexual, they tend to try to change you by, expressing and suggesting that you change your appearance for them. Now, when you first meet the narc and, once they get in good with you and everything, and you kind of make it official for whatever it's going to be, relationship or friendship. Either way it go, a highly sexual narcissist will try to make their move with you. You know, it's just a matter of time because it's in their spirit. That's who they are. So it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. The thing about it is, they'll make you think when they first meet you that everything about you is just perfect. Y'all know how the narcissists do. And they make you feel like they're too good to be true, which they are. It was all a lie. They slowly start to suggest that you change this and change that. Dress a little bit more provocative, show a little bit more skin. You know, they see things that they like in other people who they probably can't get their hands on, and they try to make you that way. They slowly try to transform you into looking a certain way that turns them on more and more. Not that they won't take you as is, but you know, they're very selfish and entitled, and everything is about their preference, all about what they want. But when you look at them and you're like, well, it's a lot of things that you can change that I don't really bother you about, because not only they're insecure, they get in their feelings real easy. God forbid you point out some things that they should work on. They get angry, they take that the wrong way, they claim that you're criticizing them and things like that. But what they fail to realize, or they realize it, is when they're suggesting that you do this and do that to please them or to turn them on even more, that they're criticizing you for being as is, you know. And it's just like it's never enough for a narcissist. They will completely drain you of everything that you try to do to please them, to keep them sexually satisfied. Narcissists will never be sexually satisfied. They always want to, go the extra mile. They never get enough. And I've even heard narcs say, well, I'm supposed to take it further. Or, if I give them an inch, they'll take a mile. They'll say, well, I'm supposed to do that because I'm for you, or and you for me. It's like it's always come back to something like you're making it sound like you're just a possession to them, because that's how they look at you. They look at you as an object, something to get off on, because that's basically what they're doing. Sexual predators, they make you feel like that you're just a piece of meat. They never make you feel special, and to where sex doesn't have to be involved. They're incapable of showing intimacy with someone without having sex. Like, you can be romantic without ending the night with sex. You can wake up in the morning and have a good breakfast together and, just have good conversations at the dinner table without having sex. But not with narcissists. It's impossible for them to get through the day without sex coming up. And then on top of that, the way that they make you think that, oh, well, they can be romantic, even though they're highly sexual, they have a romantic side. you know, Hugging you tight doesn't mean they're romantic. That means that you're giving them supply because they got a tight grip on you. Especially when they a lot of narcissists can become very clingy. That's how they drain you. That's another way they drain you. They're very clingy. They start to feel like you belong to them again, like you are a possession, and they just feel so entitled to just handle you a certain way. If you're in a relationship with them, some narcissists have the nerve to, once you go in for a hug, it's like they want to tell you how to give them the hug and how long to hug them, how tight they want it to be. And they say, no, no, come on, give me another one, and it takes away from the moment, because it's like, what is wrong with you? Like, why do you have to always go so far? You always got to take it to the point where I don't want to even be around you right now because you're doing too much. They're very draining. They're never satisfied. And this is some of the signs that you'll see in a narcissistic sexual predator, because they're not interested in maintaining a relationship with you, a long-term relationship. Now, you just may be good supply to them in that way only, you know, and they will pretend like they love you. They'll lie to you in a minute just to get what they want. So, what makes sex any different from any other lie? They will lie and make you think, because I want to, have that relationship with you, a sexual relationship with you, that it is a relationship. And it's not. And they'll get you so hooked through a trauma bond, through just everything they faked for a long time. They'll get you so hooked in it. They'll have you believing that the moment you point out things that you're just not happy with anymore, that maybe, you're ungrateful. They'll even threaten to break away from the relationship. Things that they know will bother you, they know that it will hurt you. They'd rather break it off or pretend like they're breaking it off to you to teach you a lesson, to hurt you, to get you to, stay in line with what they want. Very selfish of them, but they don't care. They don't care how things affect you emotionally, as long as they get what they want. And until you finally realize that this is not normal in a relationship, or this is not the normal that you want, because everybody have their own preference. Me, myself, I'd rather not deal with that. I cannot stand clingy people, people that, it's just like they require so much of my time for their comfort. They lean on me too much, or they throw things on me, without asking, is it okay if I talk to you about something? It's just like, ask me before you just put things on me, because you don't know what I'm dealing with. I have enough to deal with, to take on more of what you're dealing with. But ask me doesn't mean that I'm incapable of being a friend and being there for you and showing you emotion, showing empathy. It's just that you're not, you know, that's just not something that I gave you permission to do. So why do you feel so free to do so and handle me that way? So until you kind of set these boundaries with narcissists, even in a relationship, they're going to continue to show you that same old side of them, and they're going to keep up that pattern until you decide this is not something that I want to deal with anymore. They're either going to respect that and change it, which I doubt it. I mean, I just doubt that a narcissist will change. If anything, they'll punish you because, you're requiring them to take into consideration that there's certain things you're not good with. They'll punish you for that because you called out certain things that you would like to, you know, bring some attention to about them. They want things to stay the same as long as it's making them feel good, in their mind. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But that's to them. When it comes to you, if there's something that, you need to address and things that you're just not happy with no more, you're tired, you can do without them, and then it's a good thing because, hey, if they can't handle that and respect your mind, then you don't need to deal with them anyway. And as far as a narcissist, it's not going to change. It's not. And, that's just the truth about it. You get what you get with a narcissist. They don't have anything else different to offer you, because that's just who they are. They're very selfish. They're really not willing to compromise and hear you out. And they definitely don't agree with boundaries. They don't respect boundaries. They look at boundaries as rules that they shouldn't have to follow. Like, who are you to set rules for someone? Well, it's about respect at the end of the day. And clearly, if you don't respect me, then I don't need to deal with you. You got to make it clear to them just like that. Like, I'm not willing to deal with you anymore if you can't respect me. And I asked you not to do this, or, I pointed out things that I don't like. So now I'm asking you to just stop. It's like you got to take baby steps with narcissists because they just don't get it. They're always in their feelings, and it's just like something that it's not even called for. They just choose to take things that way. You're not even coming at them like that for them to react that way or respond in a way to where, well, all right, then I'll just leave you alone. Notice how a lot of them, they always take it the wrong way and they say stuff like, okay, well, I'm sorry that I'm bothering you. And it's just like, why? All right, don't do that. Don't do that. Because it's about respect. And the narcissists just don't want to respect you. They know what that means. They know what boundaries means. They understand you clearly. They know where you're coming from. They just don't care, you know. And again, when the narcissist gets so clingy at times, a sign of that is not just the hugging, because they kind of feel like when you're hugging them, that's supply for real. Like, they will get off on it. They just disgusting. They're disgusting. And It also is like when you, let's see, it's like they lean on you too much. So the hugging is not just the clingy part. It's like they just lean on you too much, or they become very obsessive, and um, whatever it is they're doing to embrace you. That can be again the hug. It can be um, it just can be like holding you. And when they hold you, they're rocking and rocking. And when you're like, could you stop rocking what you're rocking for, Or could you, like, could you let up off me a little bit? Give me a little room. It's hot. They take that the wrong way. And it's like, you can look at it in many different ways, but I look at that a little deeply. Like, that's probably emotional support for them. Again, they have to ask your permission to do that. You are not their comfort blanket. That's what they kind of see you as. You're not object for them to just use when they need to relieve stress or trauma, you know. So that's another sign is the rocking, holding you and just rocking, and they are just the rubbing, just rubbing you, and you're like, stop rubbing me, stop rubbing my leg, stop rubbing my arm, stop rubbing me on my back, stuff like that aggravates the hell out of me. Don't do it because I will hurt your feelings, and I'm not the type that just hurt people feelings. Like, I'm not rude and nasty and mean towards people, but I will tell you to stop doing something once, and I'm not gonna keep telling you because you heard me the first time and I meant it. So don't try me. Like, stop, or I will hurt your feelings. Like, I don't like being touched that much. I just don't. Like a genuine hug. You haven't seen somebody in a while, and it's just like the energy. When the energy is mutual, you're gonna know it. They're gonna know it. It's just a vibe, and it's like something that's it doesn't make you or the person feel uncomfortable. Y'all went in for the hug at the same time, gave the same, embrace and everything. But with a narcissist, is like, give me another hug. It's just they gotta keep hugging you or something like that, or keep touching you. Stop touching me. Stop rubbing my back. Stop shaking me. Stop rocking with me. Even the leaning on you thing, laying on your shoulder, like, I'm not your pillow. Stop. I don't know, y'all. Maybe it's just me. Or the laying on my lap. Don't look. Don't rest on me. Just don't rest on me if I don't invite you to do that. You know, don't put your feet on me. That's something that I cannot stand. Please don't put your feet on me. I don't like feet like that. You know, I can only look at my own feet for so long and put on some socks. I don't want nobody else's feet on me. Like, no, you're not my child. That's different. You know, but yes, those are just some things to look out for a a narcissistic sexual predator. And I know toward the end of the video, I kind of went somewhere else with it, but those are just signs of somebody who just drains you, by doing different things that pleases them, you know. They enjoy anything that they can get out of you. They do not care how you receive it. They don't care how you feel about it. All they know is they picked you. They chose you, and you have to be the victim no matter what. That's how narcissists operate, and you may not always look at yourself or feel like, well, I wasn't a victim. I just didn't know no better. But you know how things made you feel. And we stuck around for so long for different reasons, you know. Uh, and the narcissists, again, they know what they are doing. They do not care about how things make us feel. So I'm gonna end this video here. I wanna thank y'all for watching. Leave your thoughts down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.